Steve Perrin, the coordinator for Vermont's Non-Game and Natural Heritage Program, has been working with turtles since the 1980s.
This is a turtle project where I'm working on nesting habitat and nest success for spiny soft-shelled turtle, but I have 3 other species that nest in the same areas. Snapping turtle, painted turtle, and map turtle. And right here I am digging up an emergence hole where young have hatched out and have actually made it all the way to the surface. Once they are above ground, they need to get to water. The main goal of a hatchling is really just not to be eaten. Now I'm excavating the contents. I'm finding that flies have already found this nest, and I've got some dead hatchlings. They were probably embryos when they were attacked. Being attacked by fly larvae is only one threat facing these turtles. When a clutch of these babies hatch, often they don't all head for the surface at once. Some wait underground, but the disturbed soil and rocks around the emergence hole can lead predators straight to those still waiting. The chronology is that the turtles start nesting, prospecting for nests beginning late May. I usually think of the month of June being the nesting season. Depends on the weather and how high the lake level is, because if the beaches are underwater earlier in the year, then they have to delay nesting. It's the energy of the sun that incubates the eggs. So that's the one common thread, because the turtles lay their eggs in the ground and then leave, and then it's just a matter of how much sun you get. The eggs will hatch, beginning early August, and it can be delayed as late as end of October. Lake Champlain, like so many places, has a lot of recreational use and people wanting to live on the shoreline, and as a result, over time, much of the shoreline's been developed, and so, substrate that might have been used for nesting or basking stuff is just not really as available as it once was. This has forced turtles to nest on fewer and fewer suitable beaches. This year I've laid this mesh down as a precaution so that the predators can't dig through. I'm just going to search and see if I can find any evidence of emergence. This is an emergence hole. So turtles have come out of there, and then the rocks have collapsed back in. And that's also enough of a clue that a predator, a skunk, or a raccoon would say, oh, I got something here. This is where the emergence hole is. It doesn't mean that's where the young are. So what I tend to do is I don't dig straight down, I dig around. I got somebody. It's a map turtle. Right here I'm looking at a leg. So I'll clean it off. Both the spiny softshells and the map turtles can lay 20 eggs. Yeah, somebody underneath wants to out. Turtles may hatch out of their eggs but remain in the nest chamber until ready to leave. It looks like we're looking at the top of the pile here. Yeah, and this guy has been killed. The fly larva actually got in through the yolk sac scar, and so he was devoured. And by getting to this nest today, I'm saving these other guys that might have been attacked by the flies. So I'm going to let this guy go. It's good that this turtle is headed to cover. Once in the water, there are other predators who will eat them, like fish and herons. They are like Oreo cookies with feet. Everybody wants a snack on them. We found they often don't put on any growth until they are almost a year old, so now it's just time to hide. Since there are 4 species of turtles that nest on these beaches, each day I really don't know what I'm going to find. This is a spiny soft-shelled turtle. It's state threatened in the state of Vermont. It's also threatened in the province of Quebec, and it's nationally listed as threatened in Canada. You can see this species has a leathery, pliable shell, unlike most other turtles, and so when they move, they can actually flex that shell, and so they move more like a mammal than the other turtles. They can actually run. So this guy will firm up as he's a little bit older. When they first come out of the shell, because they've been wrapped inside of an egg, they have to be kind of folded up, and it takes them a few days to unfold.
In 2007, Steve recorded 202 spiny soft-shelled turtles that made it to the water on their own. With his help, another 90 made it to the water, increasing the odds for some of these turtles to make it to adulthood. For now, those hatchlings have to focus on finding good cover and surviving to next spring.